Everybody, and welcome back to my channel Discoveries of Self. My name is Natalie and today I am a platinum blonde. Yes, I have gone blonde. You guys know I love changing up my hair, and this is no exception. I decided I wanted to go blonde a long time ago because it's been so long since I've been blonde. So when her hair company reached out to me, I was like, yes, like I loved working with them before, so I'm very happy that they've sponsored this video for me to come to you guys and show you guys how I utilize their Eurasian straight 613 hair. So if you want to find out how I got this with just box dyes from the drugstore, or if you're in the UK from Superdrug, please keep on watching. I am wearing hair from her hair company, and I'm wearing their Eurasian straight 613 hair. Now, I have worked with her hair company before, and I have actually used their Eurasian straight 613 before. I'll leave the link to that in the cards. You will see that I've used their hair before and I absolutely loved it. I love the colour. It takes colour so well. So I have actually reviewed this hair before and I did love it, but I've never used it as blonde hair. And when I worked with the hair company for the first time, I vowed to myself that I would come back and I would use their hair as blonde hair and see how I liked it as well. So that's what I decided to do. So I got 3 bundles of their Eurasian straight 613 hair. I got 3 bundles of 16 inches and 1 14-inch closure. With her hair company, the lace closures only go up to a 14-inch. They don't get any longer than that. So that's just something to bear in mind, but I don't feel like it causes a problem. It's just something for you to know. So I've worn the 14-inch closure with 22-inch hair and it was fine, so it's not a big deal. Or is it 24? I think it was 24 inches. What I will say though is if you have a big ass head like me, and I have a legendary big head, 3 bundles is not enough. 3 bundles and a closure is not enough. I figure the first time that I used the Eurasian straight 613, the reason why I didn't have enough hair is because it was longer, and typically the longer the length, the less hair you get. So I figured, you know, it is what it is. This is like one of the longest lengths. Fair enough, it wasn't gonna close properly. But I have obviously got shorter lengths. I got 16 inches. I was really running out of hair. I could have done with half a bundle more to finish this wig how I would have liked it. So the back is lacking a little bit, which is such a shame because I actually love this wig, but you definitely do need more than 3 bundles if you do have a big head, and I do have a big head. Onto the colouring process, because this is what you guys came for. Initially I didn't really have a plan on the kind of hair colour that I wanted. I knew I didn't want to keep it the traditional 613 colour just because that's quite yellowy and not very complimentary to my skin tone. I was just going to go for the easiest option, and the easiest option was box dye. So I went down to Superdrug. If you're in the UK, you know about Superdrug, hey! If you're outside of the UK, you live in the US, basically Superdrug is a drugstore. Superdrug is like our CVS, I guess, because I think there are pharmacies in CVS, so I guess, yeah, Superdrug is like CVS. So I went with Garnier and I picked up their Olia hair box range. For the Garnier hair colours, I got 3 boxes for 3 bundles and a closure, and it worked out fine actually. So I got 2 boxes of the golden ash blonde, I believe, and which is the colour 831, and then 1 box of the super light natural blonde, which I think is 110. I also got a hair dye which is specifically for roots, to do my roots. I got a purple shampoo, and I also got 2 toners. Now I didn't use everything I bought, but I will tell you guys what I did use. So the dyeing process was fairly simple. I literally just laid the bundles out on my little table, and I followed the instructions on the box. So I mixed up the hair dyes and I put majority of the ash blonde on the 3 bundles, if I remember correctly. So I put majority of the ash blonde on everything because I wanted that to be my base colour. I wanted the ash blonde to be my base colour because I knew that was more complementary to my skin tone. Then I took the natural light blonde and I applied most of that onto the closure, and I made sure that I applied a majority of that onto the front of the closure because I wanted those light blonde pieces to frame my face. Then I applied most of it onto the closure. Then I guess you'll see in the video that in the end I was just applying the light blonde, any sections, in random sections, just blending it in. I didn't care about it mixing with the other colour. I was just mixing it in because I didn't want that precision. I wanted there to be little strips of, you know, that natural blonde against the ash blonde. I did use a brush to brush that colour in, but I wasn't overly obsessed with that. It wasn't my main concern, so that's why I didn't unravel any of the bundles. And that's another pro of getting 613 hair. You don't have to do all of that work if you're going to keep it blonde. Like, that 613 blonde was just another shade of blonde that I could work with. So technically you're working with the box dye and the actual colour of the hair as well. Then I left that for, I want to say maybe 40 minutes. And this hair took the colour so well, so well. And then I used the purple shampoo from Frieda, which was actually really good and smells amazing. The hair didn't actually need any toning, but I used that to wash the hair dye out of the hair and to tone the 613, the original 613 colour that the hair dye didn't get to, because I didn't unravel the bundles. So obviously there's going to be some parts that the dye didn't get to, so that's the reason, mostly the reason why I used the toner, not for the colour, not for the box dye colour, but to tone the 613 hair that the hair dye didn't get to. I hope this makes sense. I used that. I left the toner shampoo on for, I want to say, probably 5 to 10 minutes, and then I went in with a keratin mask from Tresemme, my go-to mask, and then just basically let that air dry and constructed the wig. So super simple in terms of dyeing the hair. I literally just used the box dye, applied as I went, no precision, and then it came out absolutely fine, absolutely how I needed it. So to construct the wig, I glued it. I don't really like gluing wigs because I'm very messy with glue, but I glued this one because this is blonde hair and I didn't have any white thread, and for blonde hair it is preferable to have white thread instead of black thread because obviously it will blend better. So I glued the wig, and then once the wig had been created, I went about the roots. So roots to me are very important. I said this before, I think roots can make or break a really good wig, and especially since this isn't a frontal, it's a closure, roots are definitely needed in my opinion. But for the roots I did mess up a little bit. So for the roots I bought this Superdrug brand root cover up. I think it was like £3 or something like that. If you have some brown hair dye lying around at home, you can use that as well. You can use semi-permanent hair dye as well, but I didn't have anything lying around at home, so I picked this up. I got this in the shade medium brown, and I applied it on the hair, and I feel like I left it on too long because the brown was just too rich of a colour, and it just looked a little bit too harsh against the lightness of this hair. So to remedy that, I actually used one of the toners I bought. So this is the Jerome Bblonde Ash Toner. I originally bought this because I thought I'd need it for the hair, but the hair actually turned out fine, so I didn't need to tone the hair, but it actually worked really well at lightening the brown. So I applied the toner as instructed, and the good thing about this toner is it's not like the Wella Colour Charm toners where you need to mix everything and buy a separate developer. This is all that's in the box. The toner's already sorted for you. It's more of a jelly consistency as well, which means you can handle it a lot better. So literally I just applied this onto the roots of the brown, and what that did is that knocked out a lot of the richness of the roots, which made it less dark and a little bit more palatable against this blonde colour. So after I'd done that, then I basically just straightened this hair and Bob's your uncle. Fanny Giron, I think the saying goes. Oh no, I could have made that up, but yeah, this is what I came up with. Also bear in mind, if you do not have a Garnier, you know, Garnier Olia hair dye near you, don't worry. Like literally all you need to get this colour is ash blonde hair dye. Any ash blonde hair dye will do from any brand, and like a platinum blonde hair dye from any brand. You don't need to get these exact shades. These were the ones that were nearest to me and the ones that I liked out of what was available. I'm going to zoom in to do some close-ups so you guys can see the hair. Also stand up for you guys so you guys can see how tall it is, or where it comes up to on me. So there's my boobs. So yeah, so that's it. Yeah, so that's how I got this blonde hair. I hope this was easy for you guys to understand. Everything you'll need to know will be in the description box below, and if I've missed anything out, if you have any comments, questions or queries, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. And let me know if you're feeling this, what you think of platinum blonde on me. I keep on saying platinum blonde, but really it's a mixture of different blondes. But it'd be interesting to know what you guys think. Do you think it suits me? Do you think it doesn't? Let me know your comments if you're loving this or not. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, please do subscribe. The subscribe button is down there in red, and if you'd like to be notified on when my next video is out, please click on the bell button as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you to Her Hair Company for sponsoring this video, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye. Mwah.